Madam Clerk, please call the next public speaker.
Joseph Curiel, regarding human life ordinance.
Good evening. Please identify yourself and proceed.
Good evening, Mr. Mayor, Assembly members. My name is Joseph Curiel, and although my GPA isn't quite as high as theirs, I'm still pretty good. I'm 20 years old. I go to Taft College. I'm a young person who lives in Bakersfield. I just moved up here, and I love the city. I'm in love with the people, and I believe that is in part of God. The statement behind you says, "In God we trust," and I believe that if we allow Planned Parenthood, mega abortion clinic to be here, we will no longer be listening to God or trusting in God, but into ourselves and thinking that we can control the rate of pregnancies. I also believe that if we don't act now, if we don't stop it now, our younger brothers won't be around. Who will follow in our footsteps as we go on to college? Who will follow in our footsteps as we achieve to be council members or lawyers or whatever you want to be in this world? And as one of millions of young people in the city, as we all know, the high schools are packed, elementaries are packed, middle schools are packed. I believe that if we don't take a stand on pro-life, if we don't say yes, we will stand up for our brothers and sisters who don't even get a chance to breathe outside of the womb, we won't have a Bakersfield to be proud of. Thank you. Have a good night.
Madam Clerk, please call the next public speaker.
Tim Palmquist, regarding human life ordinance.
Good evening. Please identify yourself and proceed.
Thank you, Honorable Mayor and council members. My name is Tim Palmquist, and I appreciate the opportunity to be here again tonight to speak to you about the proposed human life ordinance. And I believe this is something that isn't something just that's laid on my heart and on the hearts of pastors in our community and many others, but I believe this is something placed on God's heart for the city of Bakersfield. I believe that you, the leaders of Bakersfield, are leaders and not followers. I believe that Bakersfield has been placed here by God to be a trailblazer, and I believe that history has already shown that. And so it's without apology, Mayor and council members, that I come to you again to ask for you to publicly consider the human life ordinance. As you know, it's a very simple ordinance that is based upon the powers outlined in the charter of the city of Bakersfield that defines a human being. It defines killing and makes some other definitions and simply says in the city of Bakersfield, it's not going to be lawful to kill a human being for consideration or to be paid to kill a human being. Now, we've tried to address every concern that has been brought to us by the city attorney. And I don't believe that, from my perspective, that has been reciprocated. I think we have shown consistently that every issue that has been brought to us by Ms. Gennaro, we have addressed. And at the last council meeting, I addressed specifically the concern that this could lead to litigation. And I showed you revisions of that ordinance that would deal with that problem, that would take out any enforcement responsibility for the city. And yet we have Ms. Gennaro saying, again, that the city can't do that because it would be sued. Well, if the city isn't enforcing it, the city wouldn't be the one in court. It would be a private individual in court, as I already explained at the last meeting. Now, there's language existing. I did receive correspondence from the city attorney relating to other cities that have passed similar language to what I had proposed last time. And I had the paper I was going to present to her, and I forgot that paper tonight, but I'll get that to her later. But in the city of Oakland, you'll find practically word for word that language that the new language I proposed you last night. So this is something, it's a chance for you to take a stand. We saw just a few days ago, the city of Los Angeles made news proclaiming meatless Mondays. Can the city of Bakersfield, in the same corridor where we say no to high-speed rail, can we in that same corridor say no to killing human beings?
Mr. Palmquist, your 3 minutes have expired.
Thank you.
Madam Clerk, please call the next public speaker.